Magandang araw mga bata! Today, you will learn how to differentiate terminating decimal from repeating or non-terminating decimal quotient.
Like a Hellcat.
Terminating decimals have a finite numbers of digits or numbers which come to an end after the decimal point. Let us have these two examples. We have example number 1, 3 divided by 20 and 7 divided by 10. Okay, we can write this also in this way, where your dividend is inside, that is 3, and your divisor 20 will be outside. Now, since our dividend 3 is smaller than our divisor 20, we need to add decimal point here and add 0 in our dividend. Then, bago tayo mag-divide, kopyahin na natin agad yung decimal point sa itaas. Dapat nakatapat yan. At lagyan natin ng 0 sa unahan. Then now, let us divide. 30 divided by 20 is equals to 1. Multiply 1 times 20 is equals to 20. And then, subtract. 30 minus 20 is equals to 10. Since meron pa tayong remainder na 10 dito, okay, add tayo ng 0 sa ating dividend and bring down the 0. So you will have now 100. 100 divided by 20 is equals to 5. 5 times 20 is equals to 100. Subtract 100 minus 100 is equals to 0. Since ang ating remainder ay 0, okay, this means our answer is 15 hundredths. This is an example of terminating decimal quotient. Let us have number 2. We have 7 divided by 10. So again, since our dividend is smaller than our divisor, we need to add or we need to put decimal point and add 0. So again, kopyahin na agad sa taas yung decimal point at lagyan ng 0 sa unahan. Then let us divide. 70 divided by 10 is equals to 7. 7 times 10 is equals to 70. Subtract. The answer is 0. So again, since our remainder is 0, that means our answer is 0.7 or 7 tenths. And 7 tenths is an example of decimal or terminating decimal quotient. A repeating or non-terminating decimals have an infinite number of digits. It is a decimal number that continues endlessly and the digits repeat. Now let us try this example. We have 2 divided by 11. So our dividend is 2 and our divisor is 11. Now, since our dividend is smaller than our divisor, we need to put decimal point and add 0. So, para hindi ulit malito, kopyahin na agad ang decimal point sa itaas. Then, lagyan ng 0 bago ang decimal point. Malinaw yun mga bata ah. Then, now let us divide. 20 divided by 11 is equals to 1. 1 times 11 is equals to 11. Subtract. 20 minus 11 is equals to 9. Since meron pa tayong 9 dito, let us add 0 in our dividend and then bring down the 0. So you will have now 90. 90 divided by 11 is equals to 8. Multiply. 8 times 11 is equals to 88. Subtract. 90 minus 88 is equals to 2. Again, let us add 0 in our dividend and then bring down the 0. So you will have now 20. 20 divided by 11 is equals to 1. 1 times 11 is equals to 11. Subtract. 20 minus 11 is equals to 9. Again, add 0, bring down 0. So you will have now 90. 90 divided by 11 is equals to 8. 8 times 11 is equals to 88. Then subtract. 90 minus 88 is equals to 2. Kung mapapansin nyo ang ating equation, meron nang nauulit-ulit. Di ba? Ano-ano yun? Yung 11, di ba? Tsaka yung 90, tapos 11 ulit 90. So, ibig sabihin, kung itutuloy natin itong pag-divide natin, ang lalabas lag ay 181818. So, instead of doing that, ang isusulat na lang natin ay 0.18 with a bar. Ang ibig sabihin ng bar na yun, yung 1 at saka 8 ay paulit-ulit lang. So, that means 0.181818. This is an example now of repeating or non-terminating decimal. Kasi nga, wala siyang katapusan. Let us have another example. Example number 2. This time, let us have 2 divided by 9. Okay? So again, our divisor is 9. And our dividend is 2. Since our dividend is smaller than our divisor, we need to put decimal point and add 0. Para hindi malito, kopyahin agad ang decimal point sa itaas at lagyan ng 0 sa unahan bago mag-decimal point. Now, let us divide. 20 divided by 9 is equals to 2. 2 times 9 is equals to 18. Subtract. Then 20 minus 18 is equals to 2. Again, let us add 0 in our dividend and bring down the 0. So again, you will have now 20. 20 divided by 9 again is equals to 2. Then 2 times 9 is equals to 18. Subtract 20 minus 18 is equals to 2. Yan. Kung mapapansin ninyo, paulit-ulit lang nalalabas ay 2. So that means our answer is 22 hundredths all in so forth or 0.2 with the bar sa taas. That means yung bar na yun, paulit-ulit lang yung 2. So therefore, this is an example or 2/10 is an example of repeating or non-terminating decimal quotient.
Ngayon mga bata, merong paraan upang malaman natin agad ang sagot kung ito ba ay terminating or repeating non-terminating decimal. If the prime factors of the divisor is 2 or 5 or both, then the quotient is terminating. While if the divisor has any prime factor other than 2 and 5, then the quotient is repeating or non-terminating. Para malaman natin ang sagot natin kung ito ba ay terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal without computation, ang titignan nyo lang ay ang inyong divisor. Ibigay ninyo lahat ng prime factors ng inyong divisor. For example, 20. Ano ang mga prime factors niyan? 2, 2, and 5. So therefore, when we divide 3 by 20, the answer must be terminating decimal. Let us have another example. We have 2 divided by 11. Ang ating divisor ay 11. Ano ba ang prime factors ng 11? 11 ang kanyang prime factor. So therefore, the answer must be repeating or non-terminating decimal.